Hi, my name is Harrington and this is my Persuasion FOA. And my inspiration for this FOA was the advertisement made by the telecommunications company Maxis called #ThisIsMyName, which is the story of a Malaysian boy learning to embrace his name. The following advertisement is called The Letter and is created by a Singaporean beer company, Tiger Beer. Like the Maxis ad, The Letter is also an advertisement created for Chinese New Year. The advertisement uses emotionally charged language, song lyrics, and structure to persuade their viewer into buying Tiger Beer.
My dear children, Daniel, it has been 9 years, month, 17 years, then 23 years since you left home. I still think about you all the time. Like when we are going in the car to pick up chili crabs from Farrer Park. Or when you came home crying because you couldn't spell congratulations.
Such memories I think of often. Now I know you take the ferry every day. I wish that I could be on that ferry with you.
I'll be waiting. And while I'm so happy to have you continue your dreams,
Mommy and I are getting older now.
It's been too many years since all you kids have been home. And how I wish you all could come back for Chinese New Year. Love, Papa Lee.
to shed a tear, 'cause I'll be here when you come home.
The context behind the ad was that it was created for Chinese New Year. In many Asian countries, Chinese New Year is an important religious as well as cultural event. In Singapore, where the population is 75% Chinese, Chinese New Year is a national holiday. The holiday is also a huge marketing opportunity. Prominent companies usually run large advertisement campaigns that incorporate the themes of Chinese New Year, such as family, tradition, and homecoming. Chinese New Year ads tend to focus heavily on emotional appeals, and the ads tell a story. Because Chinese New Year is such an important holiday, it always forms a huge migration across all continents of Chinese people returning home to their families to celebrate. While this ad was created by a Singaporean company, the parent company of Tiger Beer is Heineken. Because of this, Tiger Beer's brand is created to appeal to people all across the world. It is distributed in the US, Europe, Latin America, and the Middle East. The ad was produced in English and released online, likely to appeal to the audience that it was catered towards: the young Chinese Singaporeans who live abroad away from their family. 200,000 of Singapore's 5.6 million person population live overseas, and the 4 countries with the largest population of overseas Singaporeans are English-speaking. The promotional campaign that this video is backed by is Tiger Beer's Reunion Project, which offers to pay for Singaporean people living abroad to come home for Chinese New Year and share a Tiger Beer with their family to celebrate. There is also an option for the people living abroad to send a redeemable gift of Tiger Beer to their relatives back in Singapore. Tiger Beer creates ads for their product with real families that they have reunited for Chinese New Year. The family seen in the ad, the Lees, were reunited by Tiger Beer during Chinese New Year 2018. On their website, Tiger Beer has short profiles of the families that they have reunited, along with short promotional videos of the people vouching for the beer. In the ad, the father mentions this:
So happy to have you continue your dreams.
Mommy and I are getting older now.
It's been too many years since all you kids have been home. And how I wish you all could come back for Chinese New Year.
Papa Lou's emotional plea to his children is probably relatable to many Chinese Singaporeans living overseas. It is likely that many Chinese Singaporeans have not gone home for the holidays just like Papa Lou's children, since the distance between them and Singapore is so great. The Chinese Singaporeans who view the ad can see themselves in Papa Lou's children, and they can see the hurt that the separation has caused. The phrase, "Mommy and I are getting older now," can also invoke guilt in the Chinese Singaporeans, because it shows that their parents and families are growing older, and they cannot take it for granted that their family will always be there to visit when it suits the children overseas. The emotional portrayal of the Chinese Singaporeans' own reality and the hurt that it causes their family persuades the Chinese Singaporeans to come home and buy a tiger beer with their families on Chinese New Year. At the end of Papa Lee's letter, Tiger Beer poses the question. The structure of the ad is important to its successfully persuading the viewer. It is significant how Tiger Beer chooses to ask this question after relaying the story of a family feeling the pains of separation. Here, Tiger Beer is talking directly to the people living away from their families. The ad's question has a double meaning. First, it is insinuating that if the Chinese Singaporean's family is not together on Chinese New Year, their reunion will not be complete. But it is also asking if their reunion is complete in reference to whether or not they have tiger beer. This persuades the Chinese Singaporeans to go home to their families because it prompts them to think about their own situation. They have already seen the pain and suffering that the Lee's family separation has caused, so they will be more likely to see their own situation in that light. At the end of the video, when the company shows the image of the tiger beer and explains the reunion project, music plays in the background.
I'll be here when you come home.
The lyric that is sung while the picture of the beer is shown is "When You Come Home." The company chose to line up that particular lyric with that image is significant. It suggests to the viewer, the Chinese Singaporeans, that if they come home, they will receive tiger beer. This is audio-visual reinforcement of the ad's message, which is trying to persuade the Chinese Singaporeans to return home to their family for Chinese New Year and to buy tiger beer to celebrate the occasion. The advertisement caters towards a very specific audience, the Chinese Singaporeans living overseas, and for a very specific occasion, Chinese New Year's 2018. The ad is effective because it is relatable to that audience for that occasion. The viewers can resonate with the situation of Papa Lee's children. The ad is also very heavy on emotional appeals, which remind the Chinese Singaporeans of the significance of the holiday that they are supposed to be celebrating with their family. That, along with the structure of the ad, as well as the choice in song lyrics, serve to persuade the reader because they reinforce the ad's message. For the young Chinese Singaporeans living abroad to go home to their families for Chinese New Year and to buy a tiger beer to celebrate.